The Jacksonville Jaguars have won their first game of the 2021 NFL season in a Week 3 preseason matchup versus the Dallas Cowboys today at AT&T Stadium, and this was a completely different Jags team that showed up in comparison to the last 2 weeks in the first 2 weeks of the NFL preseason versus the Cleveland Browns and the New Orleans Saints. Urban Meyer put together a great game plan today, and a lot of guys came out with energy, and I saw a lot of great things from this Jags team today. Now let me break down some players and some things that I saw that I really liked today. Now the first player and the first thing I obviously have to talk about is Trevor Lawrence, aka Mr. Sunshine back there. Had a phenomenal day today. 11 of 12, 139 yards and 2 touchdowns. 1 to Farrell Cooper and 1 to Laviska Shenault. And even though the Jags offensive line had 4 starters missing, Jawan Taylor being the right tackle, the only starter on the offensive line playing today. But the thing you have to realize though is that Darrell Bevell and Urban Meyer came in with a game plan that was going to fit the scheme to get Trevor Lawrence in there, getting the ball out of his hands early and making the right reads and throws, putting him in a formation to give him success in somewhere where he's comfortable at. You heard Bucky Brooks, the commentator, allude to that on many occasions with him playing in the shotgun majority of snaps. But also Trevor Lawrence knows what he's doing. He comes in and he's willing to learn and work every day. You hear it in his voice and you see the work ethic this guy has. You can see him getting more comfortable in the system, and that's something a lot of us Jag fans are loving to hear and love to see right now, because I heard a lot of chirp in the preseason about Zach Wilson, Trey Lance, Mac Jones, Justin Fields, and a lot of other quarterbacks playing better than Trevor Lawrence, and people are sitting here overreacting. Look, you guys, it's preseason, very vanilla game. You're just evaluating in the preseason, but great game from Trevor Lawrence. Excited to see, now that he's got some rhythm and some confidence, Urban Meyer is seeing what we can do offensively. This is hopefully going to translate to week 1 and from there on progressing. Another standout guy I'm going to keep saying on the offensive side of the ball is Jeff Cotton Jr. Oh my goodness, this guy had a day. And I mean, he had a great touchdown in week 2 from CJ Beathard versus the New Orleans Saints, but he picked up right where he left off. He had the rack yards after the catch. He obviously had that incredible athletic 50-50 ball. And then, he had a touchdown as well today. Obviously, it didn't count. He fumbled the ball. I guess didn't really have possession of it. But, I mean, Jeff Cotton Jr., have a day, man. Laquan Treadwell had another touchdown today as well. And I think Laquan Treadwell will be one of the few wide receivers towards the bottom of the depth chart to make the roster at the end of it. I'm not going to get too much into that. I think he's just got the size and athleticism still. He's played great on special teams. And after what I saw from Laquan Treadwell with my own eyes at the scrimmage when he just absolutely broke out, it looks like he's got a good relationship with Trevor Lawrence. You see it on the sidelines. I think Laquan Treadwell is still going to make this roster. But, I mean, Jeff Cotton Jr., man, have a day. Now, onto the defensive side of things. Shaq Quarterman, our middle linebacker, have a day. He had that one play where he came up and almost nailed the running back. He probably could have intercepted it if he was even looking, but he was going straight for the running back. And Shaq Quarterman, being a Jacksonville native, going to Oak High School, man, shout out Shaq Quarterman. He played phenomenal today. I'm excited to see what he can do this year with Damian Wilson and Miles Jack at the linebacker position. Then I move on to a guy like CJ Henderson. You didn't even see any flashy plays from CJ, but I'm telling you guys, if you guys go and you just sit there and pay attention to CJ Henderson and what he's doing, this guy is being a lockdown corner. And yeah, granted, CeeDee Lamb and Michael Gallup and Amari Cooper aren't playing, but that's besides the point. This preseason, CJ Henderson's been phenomenal, even with a lot of time missed. I'm super excited for him this season. This guy's going to seriously break out and be the number 1 corner for the Jags. And then Sidney Jones, I know he allowed that touchdown where he got faked out on that hezzy move with a pump fake. But honestly, Sidney Jones had a lot of great plays today. I think he's going to be the starting slot corner week 1. We're going to have to see what goes on with the slot corner position between him and Tyson Campbell. Sidney Jones had a very phenomenal day as well. Now, there is one thing defensively I really want to kind of nitpick. It's going to be K'Lavon Chaisson, and it's nothing against Chaisson. I've seen Chaisson actually the last couple of weeks, and even today, he got in there on a couple of plays, especially in the run game, and Chaisson's really came along. I'm telling you, this guy actually still has a lot of potential. I don't want people to give up on him because he's not making all the flashy, bright plays. But the problem I really have is not so much him, it's more so the scheme in which they're putting him in. I want to see him play more of an outside linebacker role, and I understand that we got a lot of second stringers in there, so he's going to have to play defensive end and rush the passer against the tackle. I just saw a little too much of that today. I wasn't really fond of that. I'm not going to overreact. I just kind of want to see what's going on there with Chaisson. Keep an eye out for that with him coming off the edge. Now, when we move on to the actual team aspect of things, the team defense, Joe Cullen, phenomenal. You could see that there is a clear and definitive difference in this team's defense outside of just the players that we accumulated from free agency and throughout the rookie draft class. I mean, Joe Cullen really came in here with a different scheme and a different motto. The guy guys on this defense have swag and juice. I said it earlier at the scrimmage in that vlog, and I said that this Jags defense is actually going to be better than the Jags offense this year. That was just a bold hot take. Man, I'm telling you right now, this Jags defense has that swag and juice. I think if they're healthy, they're going to come out running and gunning to start off the year. And that's no slack on the Jags offense. I don't mean that disrespectfully. It's just a hot take. And the Jags right now are number 1 in terms of run defense in the NFL in terms of the preseason. Granted, it's preseason. Kamara, Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, Ezekiel Elliott didn't play, but you know, it's an improvement and you love to see it. And one last notable thing I want to make about today's game, and I'm going to call it right now. I'm sure anybody who watches Jags football could tell you this. Taven Bryan's going to be cut either tomorrow or in the next couple of days. Holy moly, please get this guy out of Jacksonville. Like, you know, I'm never going to wish for a man to lose his job. Like, this is his livelihood. This is his job. But, you know, dude, we've seen enough. After 2 years of Taven Bryan, you could have cut him. He's entering his 4th year with the team. Just please get him out of here. Urban Meyer doesn't need him. You know, even Brian Sexton, you know, one of the announcers for the Jags, was making it very clear that this is a crucial game for Taven Bryan. We saw he had that offsides, and, you know, granted, he was just getting in his head, but Taven Bryan is just not the guy. Please get him out of Jacksonville. But overall, on a positive note, I loved what I saw today from the Jags today. Urban Meyer came in with a great game plan. He's not going to be showing all his cards, but Jag fans, I don't want you guys to get too excited because, look, I'm excited too. But let's not overreact to anything, or, you know, just take everything with a grain of salt. That's basically my motto for this, because, you know, the first 2 weeks I saw a lot of negativity, a lot of nitpicking. Guys, it's preseason. Same thing today. Saw a lot of great things. It's still preseason. Let's start judging this team and Urban Meyer and the rest of the NFL once week 1 comes in Houston, which I'll be at, and I'm sure a lot of other Jag fans will be as well. Putting on for Duval 904. So, Jags fans, great game today. Love what I saw. Let me know, what did you guys think about today's video? Now, that's it for this video. I want to say thank you guys so much. Jags Nation, y'all really are the best. I just cannot tell you enough how much I feel from the continuous support and love y'all show me. Thank y'all so much, man. Jags fans, I'm also going to link to my socials down in the description as well. I'm very active on Instagram as well, so that's the best way to reach me or to keep up with any Jags news I really post. I don't really use my Twitter that much, but it will be down in the description there as well. Of course, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys like, turn on notifications, and subscribe for me. If you guys want more Jags content here consistently on YouTube as well. And I have regular season tickets, and of course, as I alluded to, I'll be in Houston week 1. So make sure you guys stay tuned for more great Jags content coming in the next couple of weeks and all throughout the season. But Jags Nation, that's it for this video. It's been real. Brett James, aka BJ. I'm out, boys. Peace.